Wait a minute. So you're saying that when we do mailbags, that's not normal? So it would be
Abby somebody.
that was it. Young Frankenstein, great movie still.
Look it up.
Good grouping. I want to know how he threw the 97 different darts. Oh, he was hilarious.
That was a great movie.
Now on to our regularly scheduled announcement. This is True Really News. Would appreciate it if you, yes, you, no, don't look away from me now. Don't point at the kids. That's just rude.
Mm-hmm.
We would much appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. It'd be great for our bank account so that we twos could, retire to Foley so that Scott could realize his dream.
Yeah, challenging Mark Zuckerberg to one of them wrestling matches he likes.
Oh, I thought you wanted to go to Foley, so that'd be the cheapest of the two.
No. I want Zuck.
Like, subscribe, and you're one of three people. And Mark is the other two. Where was I? Liking, subscribing, following. Thank you. Oh, yes, and if you find a weird story, and, just however you define weird, lob it off to us at TITR@netradio.network, and we'll see what we can do. I have two from my sister-in-law.
Ooh, nice.
When I first met her, she seemed so normal.
I got a couple from Patrick this week.
I think Michelle was infected with the Fanuki gene and now is weird. Well, I mean, not weird. Not a bad weird.
I'm not touching it.
Weird. Thank God.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Insurance claims. You sitting down?
Yep.
Your feet touching the floor?
Barely.
I was knocked out as a result of the collision and was taken to hospital where I sustained serious injuries.
See, and we always look at people, I'm not going to the hospital, like they're weird.
Yeah. And if you're going to get serious injuries at the hospital.
I have a hangnail, let's go to the hospital, and you come back with your intestines gone.
Coming home, I drove into the wrong house.
Oh, wait, no, that'd be Braveheart. Sorry.
Yeah, there you are. Coming home, I drove into the wrong house and struck a tree I haven't got.
The 1300s, when surgery was a spectator sport.
The accident was caused by me waving to the man I hit last week. At least they're honest. The accident occurred when I was attempting to bring my car out of a skid by steering it into the other vehicle.
Help?
Well, yeah, I'm fair certain it slowed it down. What with the laws of physics and all.
Yeah.
I had been driving for 40 years when I fell asleep at the wheel and had an accident. Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't happen long ago.
Wow. I don't think I couldn't stay awake for 40 years. I'm sorry.
No.
I'd be lucky.
Hallucinating by then.
I mean, I know I've made it 2 or 3 days, but it gets pretty ugly towards the end.
Boy, doesn't it ever.
Yeah.
I don't know who's to blame for the accident. I wasn't looking. Denied. Your turn.
So, Michelle, story number 1. Have you heard of Boulder, Colorado? She lives in Colorado,
I've been to Boulder.
She's in the hoity-toity area.
No doubt. She's in where all the smart people go.
And the elk. A lot of elk.
Been there, too.
Yeah. They mess up their golf courses.
Yes, they do.
And they're allowed to. There's something wrong with this.
What was it? Weren't we up north one time playing at Superior National when that deer ran between me and my putt?
No, he did not run. Oh, right. Yes, he did.
Yep.
And we had the one that just sauntered across our fairway once.
Right.
What are you guys doing? You having fun?
Galloped across.
I'm going. I'll be fine.
And it left hoofprints in my way.
Yep, right there. Well, because they're not exactly, they don't weigh 0.
Okay.
So anyway, Michelle is convinced now that Colorado is weird.
Well,
now, is Boulder one of the places where they hide all the, progressive whack jobs?
Or probably it's a college.
They probably don't hide them anymore. What started off as a friendly competition between friends 15 years ago to lower the carbon footprint has now grown into one of Boulder locals, one of Boulder's
Early.
the folks who live in Boulder's favorite pastime.
Mm.
It's the annual July Tube to Work Tube to Work Day. What they do is they tie those big inner tubes to the back of cars and just rip down the highway. No, they don't.
I was. What?
400 tubers, as they like to be called.
What, they brought potatoes with
They're
them?
potato heads. Yes.
Get it? Potatoes, tubers?
They lined. Very funny. That's good. Sit by your dish. They lined Boulder Creek at Eben G. Fine Park, or is it Eben? I forget. At Mr. Fine Park before departing downstream. Several wore costumes. Most of the costumes I've seen in pictures, by the way, would be appropriate at any gay pride parade. And some had a rather.
Did you see the clown there? Did it look like me?
No.
Okay.
No. I can't imagine you ever dress like that, even when you're showering.
I'm a never nude. You know how it is.
You'd be close. Several donned costumes and added a twist to business attire at Central Park. Shouldn't it be Central Perk? Or does like Friends have a copyright on that?
Probably.
Anyway, at Central Park, coffee, bagels, and music awaited the tubers. And eventually, of course, their offices did too. Plenty of them planned ahead and brought a change of clothes and left their work stuff at work the day before. Some said, nah, we're just going right to work. They didn't care that they would be soaked and sloshy. Greta Koenig, who is a recent graduate from the University of Colorado and now works on campus as a temporary lab assistant, said she's not a regular tuber, but she did show up last Friday morning at 8 with safety goggles and what she calls her festive lab coat.
Festive. So
Festive,
it's
yes,
what?
I have
Beige
no idea.
instead
It's
of
just
white?
The real one has to stay at work,
There
There
you
are
go.
Rules.
Nothing like a
said-
soggy lab coat to ruin your
I think
day.
this young lady has it figured out. It definitely brings out the culture of Boulder. All the crazy people, the costumes, and fun vibes. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well,
Jeff Kagan is the co-founder. Actually, this is the first year he didn't have to do all the work. I think some other people must have bought it or something to run the thing. But it started in 2008 when he thought he could get to his downtown office in Boulder without the use of fossil fuels because they're evil.
Ah,
So the first 4 years of attempts were, just basically a few friends and then a few more friends and a few more friends. And this last Friday, they had over 400 tubers waiting to get into that creek.
potatoes?
Potatoes. Yes.
Let's call the whole thing off.
And they have the whole ceremony thing. He gets up and gives his annual speech and blah, 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 blah. I would like to mention, by the way, that they were truly emphasizing safety this year. Ask me why.
Why
Come on.
were they emphasizing? It's water.
Come on.
Why were they emphasizing safety?
It's funny you should ask. The
Okay.
creek has been the site of 3 drownings since the beginning of June. Police encouraged everyone to be safe in the cold, fast-running water. Besides, it also thins out the herd.
Well, you can swim. You're fine. You're going down a stream. Float, buddy. Sooner or later, you'll find a place.
See, I'm just confused, right? The premise
Yeah.
of the whole thing
Yep.
is we're going to lessen the carbon footprint.
Mm-hmm.
How'd all those people in their tubes get to the park?
Well, that and how did the tubes get made?
Camel?
And out of what? It's probably synthetic rubber.
You mean petroleum products were used in this?
Absolutely.
Damn dinosaurs. Freaking
So-
croaking, there's still a problem.
Jennifer Heath Box. But that actually sounds like a foodstuff, doesn't it? Jennifer Heath Box spent 3 days.
No, it sounds more like a British lady. Lady Heathbox, and she probably has several.
Lady Heath Box.
She probably has several charities.
Likely, except this
Most
is
of
all
them
from
involving food.
Florida.
Same thing.
Jennifer Heath Box spent 3
Better
days
accent in Florida.
last year, including Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, in a Florida jail on a felony count of child endangerment.
So it's actually her last name should actually be Crook Person.
Well, no,
Oh,
not this Jennifer Heath Box.
There's another?
Her problem started when she disembarked from a cruise at Port Everglades, where she was required to scan her ID.
All right.
Database alerted officials to an outstanding warrant for a Jennifer Heath.
See, I've had not outstanding. I've had pretty good warrants. I've had a couple of fair ones. One that was kind of just stupid, but
one was a half-assed warrant that did nothing.
Yeah, I hate that half-assed warrant. That just bothers me still.
The warrant said Heath was born April 7th, 1997, meaning she was 25 at the time. Heath Box is 49.
At the time.
But a Broward County Sheriff's deputy insisted on taking her into custody. At the jail, intake.
So wait. The fact that she had more last name than the people they're looking for didn't seem to faze them at all.
No, and the fact
the
that
22-year age difference.
Yeah.
All right.
At the jail, intake officers found Heath Box's driver's license number did not match that of the wanted woman, but booked her into jail anyway after the arresting deputy insisted she looked like the photo of the wanted woman. So likely that was just a lie. All right. After 3 days and 3 nights, the sheriff's office officials...
Wait, don't tell me. Let me guess.
Okay.
The jail spit her out.
So they said Heath Box wasn't a woman and released her. The lawsuit is going to be delicious. I want to read the lawsuit.
I just want to find out what the final dollar amount's going to be when she gets that.
Yeah, because this is, it's probably Fourth Amendment violation, illegal search and seizure.
And where is Bozo McDuck going to hide from this one? She looked like the picture.
Oh, yeah. This is going to... Here's the problem. When I see these stories on cops who do this sort of thing, a lot of times they just get put on administrative leave for 15 minutes in the principal's office, and then they're back out on the street.
See, the trouble is if it's a big lawsuit, no, they
you know
have to go away now.
You know what the other thing?
You cost us a lot of money.
If they violate your civil rights, they lose qualified immunity.
Yes.
So if they violate your First Amendment rights, your Second Amendment rights, any of them, pick one. 14th, 13th, I don't care. If they violate that, they lose.
I like the 11th one.
The 11th is my very favorite. Tony, back over to you.
Madison County, Illinois coroner Steve Nunn solved a nearly year-old mystery in March when he released the results of an autopsy on Richard Mage of Troy, Illinois.
Oh, finally. I was wondering about Rich.
Sure you were. Mage's wife, Jennifer, had reported him missing in late April last year after he failed to come home from work, according to KTVI TV. KTV, Illinois, I'm guessing, back in the day. They were also weird.
Yeah, probably. They used to do that a lot.
Yep. His car, his wallet, his keys were at the house, but she couldn't find him.
Okay.
Maybe she had a momentary lapse in memory and they were playing hide and seek and she forgot.
Well, did she have her axe on her?
Police. No, her name's Jennifer, not Lizzie. We're okay.
Oh, thank you.
Police searched the house, which they described as a hoarder home.
Oh, boy.
But did not locate him. I'm guessing that search took forever.
Here he is under 700 games of Yahtzee.
Here he is, but he's much thinner now. In fact, they searched twice as Jennifer was also looking for a source of a sewer-like odor in the dwelling.
Here he is under the sewer.
Robin, are you listening? Because I am not anywhere near this. Finally, on December 11th, as Jennifer pulled out Christmas decorations from a concealed storage space, there was Richard doing his best mummy impersonation.
You mean like Boris Karloff?
Yep. Coroner ruled suicide. He had hanged himself and there was no foul play.
Oh, yuck.
I know. I mean, you could have at least dumped a big pile of stuff on you and died that way, and then we could have
had some fun.
But no, this just...
Yeah. Here, he's by the 20-year-old cigars. Well, they're all dried out and cracked.
I was going to say, can you imagine how they'd be without a humidor?
Oh, can you imagine how they'd be if you lit one?
Or
whoosh.
No, Matador was a car.
I am an umpire.
An empire. Vampire?
Yeah.
Vampire. I am come Blackula. I want to sluck your bud. They were making fun of black exploitation movies on some comic book.
Was it Cracked?
Could have
Or
been.
was
It
it-
wasn't. It
or is it-
wasn't Mad because it was
Was it
even.
National Lampoon?
It was even crasser. It could have been. I think Crack, but you could be right. It could be Lampoon because
Okay.
it was even crasser. It could have been Mad even.
Okay.
But his line was, "I want to sluck your bud." What? Suck your blood. I am an empire. Campfire. Umpire? You're a vampire. Yes.
Sounds like something you'd appreciate.
I do.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.